This is the last call for Edison Academy Magnet High School, Iowa State University, and University of Illinois Chicago. Check-in will close in 5 minutes. Attention student launch teams, it is 10 a.m. Check-in for Volley 1 is now closed. Thank you. Will Ben Radspinner please report to the flight check-in tent? Ben Radspinner from NC State, please report to the flight check-in tent. Thank you. Attention student launch teams, if you have filled out your ballots for best looking rocket that were in your folders when you checked in yesterday, please bring those to the flight tent. We have a box for you to put those in. Please make sure you get those in by the end of the day. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Here we are. Just for some that are curious to know, because I keep getting asked this question, when are rockets going to fly? The answer is I do not know. But what I can tell you is when there's no one near rockets anymore, we're probably going to fly pretty soon. I'll kind of share a little bit about how the procedures will go this morning, and then we'll start flying rockets, and we'll have a lot of fun today. So what we'll do is when everyone's away from the rockets, I'll go through a quick safety briefing, similar to what was discussed yesterday morning. Then we'll go into the national anthem, and then we'll start flying rockets. Does that seem fair? All right. Well, someone's excited. All right. And then we'll actually have a special guest push the button for our first rocket that will fly. So I'll share that right before we get started. So you'll see here just a few, I'd say less than 15 minutes, but again, really don't exactly know when we'll get started, but it'll be here pretty shortly. Thank you. Okay, we're getting pretty close to kicking off 2026 Student Launch Initiative. So good morning, I guess it's not afternoon yet. We're getting close though. I want to go through a couple of safety briefings just for some of the folks that didn't hear it yesterday, and then for our guests and spectators, and special folks here just so they understand like what's going on. If you hear a short burst, that means you want to pay attention, be aware that there might be something in the area. If you hear a long burst, that means there's something really close by. So when that happens, you want to make sure you point at it. So we're going to practice. Everybody point at John Eckhart. I know it's not good to point at people, but we want to practice that. So if something is coming in, you want to be able to point at it and then let your neighbor know in the event they're not paying attention. Hopefully no rockets are going to be in this area when it's coming in, but just want to make sure everybody understands from a safety procedural standpoint. Additionally, if the rocket's coming in and it's near you and you have nothing to do with the team nor project, don't touch it. It's all set up for that team. Just let it be. Don't bother with it. Also, we've got time today, so don't like run around and put yourself where you fall or trip or hurt yourself. Just walk to it where you need to be. Make sure you kind of stay out of the area where we're flying rockets. Make sure you're communicating with your team. Make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you have sunscreen on it. So we got the sun out today. Let me double check to make sure I have no other safety briefings to cover. Yeah, and that's basically it. So that's covered on any of that. So the next part is I'm actually going to turn it over to Alyssa with NASA to do an introduction for our national anthem singer.
All right. Good morning and welcome to Launch Day for NASA's 26th Annual Student Launch Challenge. We're here at Bragg Farms, which is just a few miles away from NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center. Today we're going to watch several middle school, high school, and college teams launch their high-powered rockets that they have spent several months designing, building, and testing. So to blast off today's competition, I would like to welcome North Carolina State student Ben Radspinner to perform our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Well done. Thank you, Ben. I very much appreciate that. You're going to push the button. Okay. So what I'm going to do, when we get to the point. So we're about to just go ahead and get started with our first volley or first grouping of rockets that are going to fly from our university and university and high school teams. So I'm very excited for this first group. But I do want to just make mention that we have a special guest, special VIP guest here in the house that's going to push the button for our first rocket launch. This is Ms. Elaine Ho, is our NASA administrator Office of STEM Management. So thank you so much for being here, Elaine, and we're excited for having you to push the first button. So for those that don't know, I'm Gerald here. I'm going to be kind of your guide for the day today, and we're going to launch some rockets. What I'll do is I'll announce what the team is, what the project is, the rocket name, what the motor is, the payload, how many are on the team, some fun team notes, who to thank, and I'll say a special column of Gerald's extra notes. So we'll see what some of the teams have shared or what I've learned in looking online, and we're going to have some fun, and we'll be able to connect with the teams, with our spectators, with the families, with our sponsors, and those listening online to understand all the work and all the hours and all the traveling the teams have done to put into this to have a special event today. So hopefully all understands. We're going to have some rocket launches today. So and how we're going to do is we're going to launch the back row first, the furthest rocket to the left. So that rocket appears to be white and purple. So this very first team, this is James Madison University. Very civil group. They're just doing a nice, polite golf clap. That's good. The name of the rocket is called Sirius 1. It's flying on an Aerotech L2200 Mojave Green. So this motor's got a little punch to it. The team name is called JMU. This is actually a smaller team of 9, so they had to do a lot of extra work. The payload name, it actually is called DIRT, which stands for Duke's Integrated Retrieval Tool. For those that know, there's a lot of fun acronyms these teams have come up with, so there's the first of many. On their additional payload notes, they are using a mass simulator that represents Duke Integrated Retrieval Tool, DIRT, that collects 50 milliliters of soil for a pH analysis and dwelling unit for the stem knots, and they call that dust. When they're atmospherically enclosed within the house. And then within their own fun team supplied notes, during their VDF, the flight resulted in rocket landing on someone's house. Uh-oh, not good. But they made it on the local news, so I guess that's one way to be popular. So, and they did, there was an article written about the JMU SLI team. Additionally, the team wants to thank Mr. Chuck Neff. He's actually a longtime NAR member, actually serves on the leadership team. Thank you, Chuck. Mr. John Wild, the machine shop manager, Dr. Woodruff, our facility advisor, and Vast, the local launch club. Now here's the fun stuff. So a couple extra notes I was able to capture is the team had everyone had a hand in painting the rocket. The team wanted to paint a lighter rocket so it did not overheat the components. Okay, that'll work. And then they actually painted it in their school colors. Someone on their team named Jackson, he can juggle and he can solve a Rubik's Cube in 1 minute. So if anyone's got a Rubik's Cube handy, he can do it. James can play the French horn, and Gino's looking to get a pilot license, and he has a pilot license and can do spin training on his airplane. So there you go, folks. This is James Madison University with special guest Ms. Elaine Ho as the button pusher. We have a clear sky. We have a clear range. We have everyone watching. We're going to launch this first rocket in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. There we go. Good boost on that one. Probably on its way to 4,000 feet, I'd say. Starting to come over the top. Arcing over. There's an event. There's its drogue. There's its backup. You'll see that additional smoke because they actually have 2 electronics on board. And right now it's under its drogue parachute. And then at a determined altitude, the main will come out. So it could be anywhere between 1,000 and 500 feet. So right now we're about 1,000 feet up. So we should be seeing the main here any moment. And this team did run 2 drugs. There's its main parachute. Looks like everything worked as it's performed. Oh, and there's another parachute. Oh, there it is. That's what they wanted to see. All right. Good way to start off student launch, 26th annual in 2026. Well done. And it's in front of the trees, so they will be able to easily retrieve that one. Okay, the next team, this is going to be Purdue University. They're a little bit more excited. The rocket name is called Vaporwave. This is flying on a Loki L1482LB. The name of their team is called Purdue Space Program. This is a big team of 31 members on that team. their project is also called DIRT, like the James Madison, but they have an S at the end, so they're different. This stands for Drilling Instrument for Retaining and Testing Soil. And with this one, they have the payload has a custom-made coiling drill, which drills into the soil and collects a 75 milliliter sample after landing. And for those that don't know, this competition is built around collecting soil and sending the data back and then reviewing it to make sure it's confirmed. This team also has a sensor that measures two correct characteristics of the sample, pH level and electrical conductivity. The payload looks like deploys alongside the rocket during the main parachute, so it'll still be attached but off to the side at 700 feet. It can be identified with the orientation legs, which will spring open after deployment. The payload is 35 inches in length and weighs a hefty 12 pounds, made of aluminum and 3D printed plastic. About Purdue Space Program, this team has done 2 test flights before today. Their launch site is north of a campus near a cow farm. During their test in early March, the rocket ended up landing in the cow farm. While initially frightened by the rocket and brightly colored parachute, the cows bravely approached the rocket after landing to inspect it. One of the team members has a really good photo of it. And yes, if anyone was wondering, no cows were harmed in this. The team does want to thank thank Purdue University and L3 Harris for sponsoring their team, the family and team members for supporting them through the 9th-month project cycle, and then John Eckhart for his love and commitment for USLI. I would agree. Oh, look at that. John even took his cap off. He's impressed. Hard to impress that man. Now, some extra notes I saw is one of the team members likes to dress like a clown for Halloween and is very loud, just like a loud voice. And that's our friend Ryan. Ryan also doesn't touch the rocket, and he does the Sims. For anyone that also knows about Purdue, they've had the most astronauts come through that university. They've had more than 36 astronauts come from that university. Also, what's unique about this Purdue University, they actually have a unicycling and juggling club that is dated back to 1969. And yes, Ryan can do that as well. So we have a clear sky. We have a public service announcement. Got it. So a quick public service announcement. With your easy ups, stake them down, not the steak you eat, the steak you put in the ground. Make sure you put those in there so they don't blow over, because the wind has picked up a little bit, and I guess they're already starting to blow away. So just for those in the back, and you actually want to be out from under your easy ups right now, or your tent shade covers, to watch the rocket. So back onto the, I guess, regular proceedings. So we're going to actually launch now the Purdue rocket. So this is on the far back pad, the second or the furthest left rocket. So now we have a clear sky, we have a clear range. We're going to launch this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Oh, I see a light on now. There he goes. Okay, we're going to try it one more time in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. I see the light. I saw the light turn off. Oh, well, I see smoke. I see smoke. It's a little slow starter. This is a low key. We want it to take off quick. Like to keep it a little dramatic, I guess. That's okay. Sorry. Oh, there's an event. That looks good. That's a good start to things. It's up there. Not in orbit, though. Close. Oh, there's the main. Oh, and it looks like a part of it. Oh, there it is. Wow, Purdue really wanted to put on a show. A slow takeoff, a suspenseful main deployment, but all looks good. Congratulations, Purdue. Continuing on. So the next rocket, we have the University of Alabama, Huntsville. The local team here. The name of their rocket is called Axiom. This is also flying on an Aerotech L2200 Mojave Green, and their team name is called Charger Rocket Works. And on this team, they have 23 members. Their payload name is called Eve, and our payload acts as a nose cone on the vehicle, and during the descent, the nose cone has panels that will deploy before landing. Once landed, the auger will upright and drill into the ground and collect and test our soil sample. Our stem knots sit atop the payload and have great views through windows in their habitat. Oh, so they can see all this. Excellent. With the fun team notes, our stem knots names are David Lineberry, Jason Winningham, Jennifer English, and then actually our launch director, John Lingdahl. So, John, good luck, my friend. Additional who to thank, we want to thank our advisor, Dr. Lineberry, our team mentor, Jason Winningham, and all of our sponsors, mentors, alumni, friends, and family who have supported our team along the way. Additionally, there was a challenge with the PDR, and design team had different parameters, but they fixed it. And they actually completed all this within a week. The rocket was painted by Max and Lewis, and the team voted on the paint and even did a scaled-down version prior to his final paint job. This is the Senior Design for Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering program. This is the most funding the team has ever had, so well done there in getting funding. That's always important. The model and simulation team, oh, this is fun. The model and simulation team are line dancers, so you'll have to show us that later. Their mentor is a beekeeper and spearfisher, so a man of many talents. They do have one electrical engineer on the team, and then William likes to make garden tractors and has awards on it. Two of their team members actually own goats, and they've named their rocket based off of the movie WALL-E, and if you look at their rocket payload, it does look like Eve, the character, which I can confirm. So let's go with University of Huntsville, Alabama, and Axiom. Okay, clear sky and a clear range. We're going to launch this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. See a light? Good straight boost on that. You see a little bit of the tracking smoke off the motor. Starting to come over the top. Should see an event here pretty soon. There's an event. There's its backup. Drogue parachute is out. It's in front of the clouds. I got it. So you still see a little bit of the tracking smoke off the motor. So a little bit of a smaller drogue, so this one's coming in a little quicker, but that's okay. It minimizes its distance of where it lands. So what it is the smaller drogue parachute helps get it down quick, and then at a set altitude, the bigger parachute comes out, and then it'll make it land really soft and safe. We would need a parachute. Mr. Wilkerson is looking at it. A little lower for my liking, but it worked, so it did work. And it looks like their payload is doing what it's supposed to do. Oh, yeah, I see Eve's little legs. So Eve's got to do its thing and then start collecting for soil. Hopefully the parachute lays down and then the soil samples can begin. But I don't know. Okay, continuing on. We're going to go to the University of Florida. I guess University of Florida is like, yep, we're here. The name of the rocket is called Earthquake. It's flying. Yeah, this is University of Florida, correct? Is anyone from University of Florida here? Are they excited? They're just focused. Okay, very focused. They're locked in. This is the name of this rocket is Earthquake, flying on an Aerotech L2200 green, so similar to the previous motor. Their team name is called Swamp Launch Rocketry Team. They have 24 team members. Looks like the payload's called the Swamp Scooter. It's a CubeSat inspired module that has rotating central section with serrated steel scoops and can detach itself from the recovery harness and funnels soil into a collection basin for analysis. This team also says we go out to eat at a place called Boss with the Sauce every weekend. And we have an 80-20 person of the week ritual, which leads to a person that's performed exceptionally well during the given week, and they're presented with an 80-20 aluminum extrusion trophy. How cool is that? They do want to thank their team mentor, Jimmy Yan, our faculty advisor, Dr. Sean Namelli, and our chief food officer, Boss with the Sauce. They got a chief food officer. That team is serious. Now, this team did a little bit better planning and management, and they had better cohesion and integration this year. They did better with their report readiness, which they're very excited about. They did more test launch this year, and they got a lot of great data. One of the projects did land in the trees in practice, and it took 5 hours to get it, but they got it back. And this one, it was a cool paint job. It was painted in earthquake kind of look, and they called their subscale rocket the Aftershock. And then one of their team members is Colin. Colin is the funny and nonchalant, carefree with unpredictability. So Colin has got a little bit of everything. And he also did develop the working air brakes and always has a funny joke. So if you need a joke, go to him. I did also ask the team, what are they going to do on Saturday? They got an extra day. They might go to Monster Jam. They might go to the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. I'd recommend that. But then some have to study for finals. So we'll see what they've got to do. This team also looks like they have a team tradition where their president wears the really big baseball cap. So if you see a person with the big baseball cap, that's their president. And he did paint his face with 5-year-old paint. So that's a bold move, my friend. But there you go. University of Florida and earthquake is going to go. So we have a clear sky. We have a clear range. We're going to launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Okay, we're going to try one more time. We're not showing continuity right now. We're going to try it again in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. We don't even see a light out there.
I think the bad igniter. Yeah, I think we got a bad igniter.
Okay, we're going to have to come back to University of Florida. Bad igniter, possibly. Okay, this next group is FSU Panama City. Is that the next one? Just want to make sure I've got sometimes they change. FSU Panama City.
Terra Nova, Florida State.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, and the name of this rocket is called Terra Nova, which is New Earth. Also flying on an Aerotech L2200 Mojave Green, popular motor. Their payload is staying attached. They call it the Terra Nova project. This is a team of 6, so they did a lot of work with 6 folks. And they're calling their payload the Terra Inquisitor. This payload is a track steer rover that deploys from the rocket after landing. Once deployed, the payload uses a mechanical linkage to rotate an auger into position before initial soil collection. The soil is transferred into an internal chamber where the water is added and the pH sensor measures the soil activity. The team likes to do for fun. Their favorite stories came during the final test flight before the FRR, the Flight Readiness Review. During final prep, we needed to tighten our RMS forward closure a little more securely to seat correctly. Their safety officer, which is a bodybuilder, turned the eye bolt, and the rest of the team held the case, and as they applied the force, the 3/8-inch steel bolt sheared off. This individual is very strong. With our last launch at Opportunity Risk, the University of Alabama Huntsville stepped in with the replacement closure and were able to help to launch. So well done that the teams are helping each other out. We would like to thank our friends and family and staff at the FSU PC and the NASA USLI, and most importantly, the Lord. This project has inspired our team to reach new goals and accomplish what we didn't think was possible. None of this could have been done without their support. Thank you for your dedication and success to this project and unwavering support. This team also, this is, their first subscale didn't work. They had 3D printed cardboard, but they moved to the right thing with fiberglass. They did paint this in university colors, and Creed painted it. And this is their senior design project, and it's made of 4 mechanical engineers, 1 electrical engineer, and 1 publications team lead. And Austin wants to be a future pilot, and he always has a joke. So if you need one, go to him. Okay, we're going to try FSU Panama City with Terra Nova. We have a clear sky, clear range as always, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. There it goes. Copy. Coming over the top. There, the drogue parachute is out right now, so it's just waiting for the main any moment. Nope, it's in front of the clouds.
Dropping out the bottom of that cloud now. Yeah, I know.
So pretty soon here we should have the main. So under the small drogue parachute. So any moment we should be seeing a main parachute. There we go. Looks good. Well done. Okay, next team is going to be the University of Notre Dame. Name of this rocket is called Glory's Mantle, flying on Aerotech L1940X. There's 28 members here and 60 members total. Their payload name is called DAVE, which is called Deployed Agricultural Verification Experiment, named after our team. Excellent. This team does for fun. They like to have spend hours in the workshop, maintains community by having some fun team bonding events. They also did a Friendsgiving with a full complete feast with their team members, and they had a giant turkey. They also do a broom ball team, which dominated the rink. Before leaving Huntsville, they had the opportunity to launch their vehicle and modules, blessed by one of their priests on campus, Father Pete. That's pretty cool. It was sent off an important reminder of how thankful an opportunity we are to launch. They want to thank our mentor, Dave Brunstein, for everything he continues to do for us, and our success would not be possible without him. We also want to thank our faculty advisor, Jonathan McArt, and our graduate student advisor, Jared. This support helps practice presentations and design continue to be successful. And for fun, they like Monster Energy drinks. So if you need Monster Energy drink, go to this team. So there is a infinite supply of that. So University of Notre Dame, clear sky, clear range. We're launching in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Smoke. Boost looks good. Coming over the top. Say probably around 4,000 feet, maybe 5,000 on that one for altitude. There's an event. Drogue parachutes out. There's its backup. And a third backup. They're not messing around there. So drogue parachutes out. Looks good on that one. We'll start to read the next one, and we'll keep an eye to make sure the main comes out. Next rocket is Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. The name of this rocket is called Humpty Dumpty. It's flying on an Aerotech L1940X, so similar to the one that just flew. This name of the team is called Rose Rocketry. There's 20 members on the team. They were originally going to test for pH and connectivity. They like to have fun and have an interesting timeline build, and they built a full-scale rocket in 4 days, and they also reconfigured it in 4 days. And we're still looking at, and there's the main on the other rocket, and there's its backup, parachutes out, looks to be a good flight. Continuing on with Rose-Hulman. This is what we call Peter's Victory Lap. So this is Peter's the lifeblood of this team, has a lot of energy. The team wants to thank Dr. Turlett, Peter, and keep in contact with the alumni. Various faculty from Rose-Hulman. The school has a tradition during homecoming where they do a big bonfire with like not usable pallets and railroad ties, and then you stand a couple hundred feet back, and then you touch the burnt wood after it's done. So interesting tradition at the university. Okay, we're on hold. I'm being told there's a helicopter nearby. Okay.
I think we're good. Keep going.
I'm ready to launch.
Yep. Okay, go ahead. We're good.
So this is a Rose-Hulman.
Yep.
Okay, we are clear of traffic, so we have a clear sky out of our waiver cylinder, clear range. We're going to launch Rose-Hulman Humpty Dumpty in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Up part's looking good. Coming over the top. There is a parachute, drogue parachute's out. And there's its backup, and it's back up again. That's good. Looking good. Nice work there, Rose-Hulman. Next one is Auburn University, the Auburn University Rocketry Association, AURA. Name of this rocket's But How. It's flying on Aerotech L2200 Mojave Green. 31-member team, and this is called STEVE, which stands for Spin Technology Experiment for Vertical Extraction. So hopefully you got all that. And then for fun, the team likes to manufacture many components while we launch, including main parachutes out on Rose-Hulman. Well done there. With Auburn, they like to do custom components for large vehicles. And then, oh yeah, this is their biggest rocket they've ever built. It's 8-inch in diameter. It's the largest vehicle the team's ever made. We want to thank our mentor and advisor, Dr. Triggs, Dr. Thurlow, the Auburn Aerospace Engineering Department, the Auburn Market Space Alabama Space Grant Consortium, Kratos, Armenum, Send, Cut, Send, and then Boeing. So right as this one lands, we will go to Auburn. Oh, I'm supposed to say War Eagle too, they said, so I'll say that. Hope they all said War Eagle as well. That's how they greet themselves. Okay, we're ready for Auburn. Okay, we have a clear sky. We have a clear range. We're going to launch But How in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. There's the light. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Oh, we lost continuity on that one. Well, darn. We'll continue on. Okay, continuing on, so will be the white rocket with the red in the middle. This is University of Illinois, Chicago. This is the AIAA at UIC. The name of this rocket is called Hail Mary, flying on an L1940X. The name of their payload is called DWARF. That's an acronym for Digging, Wiggling Autonomous Resource Finder. The team for fun after every launch always go and get food as a team to bond, and they reflect on the launch and create new memories. Our team's go-to restaurant is Culver's. Interesting, out of Chicago, they go to Culver's. They also want to thank AIAA at UIC. We'll first and foremost thank our faculty advisor, Professor Kenneth Brzezinski, and our mentor, John Williams. Also want to thank our range safety officers at Tripoli, Wisconsin, UIC Marketplace staff, Dylan Lynch, Gloria Preachin, as well as, another shout out to John Eckhart. So there you go. Okay, we are ready for Hail Mary from AIAA at UIC. Range is clear, sky is clear, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. There it goes. Team is pleased with that boost. Nice straight up boost on this one. Coming over the top or arcing over. There's a drogue. And it's back up. Drogue parachutes out. This team also was inspired by Project Hail Mary, and they actually did the Sarah painted it and Sophie did the vinyl and design. This is actually a first-year team as well, so they have a wide variety of majors on the team. And yes, they like to go to also Taco Bell instead of also with Culver's. They said that's called peak Midwest behavior. I asked them about the deep dish pizza and the Chicago dog, and they just were kind of meh about the whole thing. So there you go. We'll have to ask them some more questions about that. But they do go to Jim's Original for the hot dogs, and they have evil peppers there, so you have to try those out. Okay, the main hasn't opened. Oh, their main parachute. Ooh, this one's gonna. Yeah, okay. Not quite what it was supposed to do, but we know where it is. It's kind of like a sympathy clap almost. Okay, continuing on. Western Michigan University with the WMU Advanced Rocketry Club. Pegasus 8. It's flying on an L1420 red line, so it's a red flame on this. They got 25 members on the team. It's called the Lowrider / Build a Pony from Lord of the Rings. Oh, this is the team that wears all the fun hats. So if you didn't see that, they've got every kind of hat or headgear that they're wearing. And then whenever they are getting a rental car, they must play the song Post Malone G-Wagon. Don't know what that is, but there you go. They want to thank their mentors, Mark and Patricia Hansen, and everyone that helped on the project. So WMU with Pegasus 8. We have a clear sky. We have a clear range. Pegasus 8 is going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Oh, so we got parts on this one, but it's all out on the range. And what happened on that instance, it didn't drag separate. It's just the coupler could not handle the thrust of the motor. So all the heavy parts are out over the range. So sometimes that it happens. It was a big rocket. I did see it looked like a fairly heavy rocket. So we got to actually watch for this one because it is under parachute, but it's actually kind of drifting. Yep, heads up in front of LCO here, right by where I'm at. You can look at it, point at it. It's all under parachute. Yep, so folks, heads up, look at it. Heads up over there, over on the, I guess, out in the field. It looks like everything's out. It's a Nomex blanket, so that's okay. So just a little part of it that looks like that had kind of not quite worked. Kind of honoring another sympathy clap, but thank you for coming out here. Thank you for trying. Okay, and this is the last rocket on the back pads. This is the University of Alabama, Birmingham. This is the Vulcan 1 flying on an Aerotech L1000 White Flame or White Lightning. The team name is called Rocketry Club at UAB. 15-member team. Their payload is called the Grappler. Their fun notes, all they put is Mr. Salami, the team mascot. So you'll have to ask them more about Mr. Salami. They do want to thank their faculty advisor, Dr. Chen, their team mentor, Bobby Campbell, graduate advisors, Erica Schultz and Caleb Knight, our avionics lead, Jonathan Mr. Big Mayo Myers, and of course, Mr. Salami. So that's the back rocket, back pad furthest to the right. Looks like it's green in color. We're going to fly Vulcan 1. Clear sky, clear range. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. I didn't see the light on that. I didn't see the light. Okay, we'll try it one more time in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Okay, third time's a charm in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
They said he's far enough out. All right, did the light turn on when we did that?
I never saw the light.
We can try one more time.
Is the light turning on?
You gonna try one more?
We
Okay.
can try once more with feeling.
Go ahead, give it a
We'll try it one more time in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. I see the light go off.
So the light going off, that means it's probably a bad igniter. Move into the 30s.
Okay, we're going to move into the close rockets here. First, or one that's in the front row furthest to the left. This is Charles E. Smith Jewish Day School. They're excited. And the team rocket name is called Sky Broom, flying on an Aerotech J800. So this is actually the smallest motor that's going to be flying here at this year's 26th annual SLI. And then their project's actually going to be the parachute's coated in a jelly that collects particles up in the air. 5-member team. They usually do their builds on a Monday. This is their first year here. They actually are made up of 3 freshmen and 2 sophomores. So they actually said no matter what other struggles they have, they still performed and was able to build a rocket. They want to thank Jonathan Rains, their teachers, Ms. Thornton and Ms. Brown. Thank our school and parents for helping the team out. Okay, so we're going to launch. We're going to launch this. Actually, it's going to launch the Sky Broom from Charles E. Smith Jewish Day School. Okay, clear sky, clear range. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Yeah, the J800 Blue Thunders don't mess around. And that was only a J motor, so that's pretty impressive how high that one went. Okay, there's an event. There's its backup. Looks to be like a good flight. So this is where, so you have to call Hockheimer to make sure, because this is where it's going to land. Yeah. So you need to stay in contact with him. Okay, continuing on, we have the Stony Brook School. The rocket's name is Type 4E Model 25. This one is taking off on an Aerotech K1800 Super Thunder, so this one's really going to take off quick. The project the team name is called Brook X with the 11-member team, and their payload's called Saddle, which is doing, or what would have been doing, a soil and drilling experiment. And then they actually do like to eat at a...
Yeah, John's watching it.
Main's out on the previous rocket. It's out way past where we're all at, so we are clear of everything there. This team is also in Long Island, New York, so they have to do a lot of driving. So Vincent on the team has driven over 10,000 miles in the past 3 years. And this is the second time this team has been here. They want to thank their team coach, Dr. Lou, and they've done a lot of driving. And they also did this competition in conjunction with ARC, another competition for rockets. So we're going to launch Stony Brook School. It's the yellow rocket with the blue nose cone. Clear sky, clear range, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Yeah, the K1800 Super Thunder doesn't mess around. That's probably 4,500, maybe 5,000 feet. It's all of that. Should be there's a drogue parachute. There's its backup. Looks to be a good flight. Well done, Stony Brook School. We'll wait for the main. I will continue on as we have our spotters watching the rocket. So this is Farmington High School. This is the Farmington rocketry team out of Connecticut. That's the name of the rocket. And it's flying on a Aerotech K1100 Blue Thunder. So Blue Flame.
This is directly overhead of LCO.
So what is, did you talk to Oppenheimer?
Yeah, he was fine. Okay, this one's off to the side now. We're
Okay, that one.
keep an eye on this one that's above LCO. It looks like it's going to be wide now. Keep going, Jerry.
Yep, and then this team's got the data collector sensors and a magnetometer. This team has had this started from just a couple of folks back in 2024, and they launched their first rocket in front of 20 invited students and parents, and they were aiming for an arc target, and they reached 100 feet. And they saw this, they laughed it off, but undeterred, they kept building, learning, and improving. And then eventually the team wanted to do a qualifying flight for the American Rocketry Challenge, and now they are here. They want to thank their mentor, Ray DePola, for supporting the team throughout the year through this journey, and also thank Larry Hardin for helping the team as well. Without them, they would not be able to reach this milestone. Thank their advisor, Ambita Baru, for helping and supporting the team from the beginning. I want to give support to their sponsor, Burke Aerospace, a local manufacturing company in our hometown of Farmington, Connecticut, and supporting our team. Finally, we would like to thank our parents in supporting this, or supporting us as well. So that is awesome to hear their story behind this. Farmington High School is going to fly the Farmington, Connecticut rocket, white rocket, with just looks like black letters on it. Clear sky, clear range. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. It's a very good K1100. I want to confirm an event.
I have not seen an event on that.
Do we have a confirmed event?
I lost it now as it went through the last few clouds. Sorry, Gerald. I do not see that rocket now. It's out here, but anybody have eyes on that? It already came down ballistic. Yeah. I saw it coming in hot,
Okay.
but then I lost it. Sorry.
That one is down. So continuing on, we have Smiling Tree, Project Evergreen. This one's flying on Aerotech K695 Redline. This has data collection and live transmission. This team is from Sammamish, Washington, and proud to represent, as they're the only team in the state in the Pacific Northwest. They do want to thank their mentor and advisor for their invaluable guidance and support throughout the project. We're also grateful to our families and supporters who encourage us to make the opportunity possible. We'd like to extend their sincere appreciation to the Tri-City Rockets for generously providing access to their launch site and range, as well as continued support for enabling their full-scale launch. Thank NASA and the NASA team for giving us this incredible opportunity. So, Smiling Trees rocket, Project Evergreen. We're going to launch it. We have a clear sky, clear range, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. So that whistle you hear has the split sets of fins, and sometimes you can hear the whistle off of it. It's arcing over. There's an event. Drogue parachutes out. Looks like it's on its way. Yep. So the last one of this volley is last for this volley. So this is the AIAA Orange County section. Welcome, team. The name of the project or rocket's called Helix, flying on an Aerotech K1800 Super Thunder. They're doing the USLI Challenge. There's 17 team members. The team does meet every Sunday, and they build their rocket together, which has become a big part of our teaming culture. At this point, it's basically automatic, just part of our routine every week. Maine's out on that previous rocket. One unique aspect of our team that not everyone knows is they're not everyone's local. One of the members, Morgan, and their mentor are based out of North Carolina, so they have to collaborate virtually and in person. So this project is fun, rewarding, and successful. We want to thank our project mentors, Bob Kepke and Mr. Benet Panley. Sorry if I have your names pronounced incorrectly, for their guidance and support throughout the development of our project. We want to thank our parents for their encouragement, as well as all of our team members for their hard work and dedication to this project made possible. So AIAA Orange County section with Helix. We have a clear sky and a clear range. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Okay, there's an event.
We're going out to 50. No. 51? Yeah.
So-
We're going out to 51.
We're going out, okay, with 50. What team is that, please?
Just a second. Florida, University of Florida.
Okay, that's University.
Just keep your eye on this because it's coming this direction, but it's kind of towards the sun and it's getting hard to see.
Okay. Andrea's got it.
So this is
University of Florida.
not Panama City, correct?
It is.
It's out on the
Earthquake
field.
is the
Yep.
rocket name.
It's off to the east. It's going to be okay. And we have a main.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, we got parachutes on that. Okay, we're going to go back to University of Florida with Project Earthquake on the Aerotech L 2200 Mojave Green. This is the swamp launch team with the swamp scooper on it. So this is that team that likes boss with the sauce. Okay, so we're going to fly it. We got a new igniter in it. We're going to try it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Good boost on that one. That looks right. Didn't look like it went very high. I'd say under 4,000 feet probably. Starting to come over. Looking for an event. There is a drogue parachute out on it. Looks good. It's either a very... That might be its main parachute. Florida is the other direction. Auburn?
Auburn is next.
Not open till this is over.
Volley 2 check-in is not open yet. As soon as we finish the last of these rockets, then we will open up Volley 2 for check-in. So
Head 61. Okay. Go ahead, Gerald.
So we're going to go to Auburn again, and this is called But How on the Aerotech L 2200 Mojave Green. War Eagle is what I've been told. Clear sky, clear range. Going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. There we go. Good boost on that one. Probably right around 4,000 feet. Coming over the top. We see there is an event. Drogue looks good. Fun thing on this team. This is got my buddy Solder is here. Wait, I think this is Oh yeah, this is the team that's got Solder on it. And he made a special guest appearance this year. They've even named one of the pieces of equipment at the university after him. And then my new friend, his name is Grant.
Main's not out.
It's
It's fouled. There, it cleared. Okay, we're good.
Maine is out.
That one's going to be off
That's off to the side. Hopefully Grant is happy now. The key is making Grant happy. Is Grant satisfied? I hope he is. Okay, we're going back to University of you said Birmingham? Okay, we're going back to University of Alabama, Birmingham with Vulcan 1 on the Aerotech L1000, the Grappler Project, and Mr. Salami, the mascot. Clear sky, clear range, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Hang on, Mr. Salami. Arcing over. There's an event. Looks like Drogue parachutes out. This is a first-year team also with this university does not have an aerospace program in particular, but it's mixed up of various majors. I did notice they have the biggest fin fillets I'd ever seen on a rocket. It was almost like a wedge look to it. Pretty cool to see that. And then for those that didn't know, University of Alabama, Birmingham, they have an annual crawfish. That's interesting. You have an annual crawfish boil with a Ferris wheel involved. Didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Main's out on that. Good flight team. Okay. So, and then for those that are recovering, we have not opened for recovery. So not open. But when you go to recover your rockets, you actually walk straight on the main road and you go 90 degrees to the rocket and then you go straight to the rocket. And then straight back to our main road here right by the show center or LCO desk and then come back. That's when there's no other rockets to fly, so range is open for recovery, and for those that are setting up for volley 2, you can go ahead and start checking in. I will say you don't need to crowd around the main road for people that are trying to bring the rockets in or for those that are trying to go recover their rockets. Five people, 1 adult for recovery, so only 5 per team, and then 1 adult with. We are open for check-ins for volley 2. We are open for chicken. I'm hungry, I guess. For volley 2. Remember, when recovering, stay on the main road until you're perpendicular to the rocket. You have to stay on the main road. Stay on the road. And only 5 on the team. Our final volley, and then we'll be completed, I guess, 2026 SLI launch. Again, this is our 26th annual, and thanks for everyone coming out to support here live or watching online.
NASA student launch teams, check in for Volley 2 is open. Check in for Volley 2 is open.
Hardin Valley Academy and Vanderbilt University, you have until 12:20 to check in. It is now 12:06.
Good afternoon, student launch teams. Just a reminder to bring your best looking rocket ballots to the flight check-in tent to turn those in. Also, if I could get a team lead or team representative from each of our student launch teams to please stop by the flight check-in tent, we have something for you. Thank you.
NC State University, we need your flight card. Please turn that into the LCO, NC State. Thank you.
Okay, who's ready to fly some rockets? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. We're gonna go with on the far back pad on the left side. We have Carnegie Mellon. Yeah, they're ready. This is a Cantaloupe is the name of the rocket. It's got that kind of paint job to it as well, like the inside of a cantaloupe. Flying on an L1256 white, and it's called the Carnegie Mellon Command. Is the team? It's a 50-person team. Their payload name is called Shawpod, and want to thank Derek, or actually their team rituals is they go to Denny's before every launch. They have a frying pan that they walk around with, so watch out for their frying pan. And then their Cantaloupe, it stands for Crude Astrolab for nutritional and terrestrial analytics on landing, operations, unveiling, planetary exploration. Hope you have all that info. We want to thank Derek, our mentor, for helping us on any technical challenges and being a great mentor for all of us. We also want to thank Tripoli #1 Prefecture Pittsburgh for providing awesome Dragonfire's launch site. And finally, we want to thank our sponsors for making this all possible. So this is the first one of the second volley. We're going to launch Cantaloupe. Clear sky, clear range, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Oh, right in the sun. Don't stare at the sun. Don't hurt your eyes. Okay, I've been told I heard there was a deployment, drogue deployment. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading on while the team continues. The team continues to spot it. So, Toledo's next. Okay, so the next group is University of Toledo. I do not. What? I do. Did you have some? Oh, I see it now. Okay, it's under drogue. The previous rocket, main should be any moment. It's look lower, John. It's about 200 feet up off the ground. There's the main. Okay. Main's out. Looks good. Okay, so this is University of Toledo Rocket Club, called Asteris or Eusteris, flying on an Aerotech L1256 Super White Lightning. Their payload, it's a 47 team size team. Their name of their payload's called Beast House, Bioengineering and Soils Testing Habitat for Agricultural Utilization Study. Okay. The team, their team name comes from the Greek god of stars and the father of four winds. To us, it symbolizes an ambitious project and the growth of this club and its paint is inspired by Mike Winter's Soldier's Rocket. The team always stops at Sheetz, as a pretty popular convenience store. On the way to a rocket launch after a successful launch, our team goes to Culver's. Oh, another team that likes Culver's. Toledo also has the coolest mascot, Go Rockets. Okay, and we also thank our mentor, Rick Sharp, and thank all of our corporate sponsors, SolidWorks, Altria, Master Fluids, Solid Solutions, PCC Airfoils, FPFS Law Firm, Mike Cell Concrete. They also want to thank the University of Toledo and the College of Engineering for their continued support. Okay, Ustrias is going to go. We have a clear sky, clear range going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Good boost on that. Still got it. Coming over the top. No event yet. Oh, there's an event. Drogue's out. Looks like a good flight.
NC State.
Perfect. And then with this team, there was actually a lot of freshman students. They painted it off of Mike's rocket, and it has a lot of co-op programs. Oh yeah, and then our friend Hunter, if anyone wants to know, Hunter can bench press 415 pounds. Strong dude. Okay, NC State University with Taco Lycos. Okay, and then the name of their rocket is called Jackpot. They did the Vegas-themed paint job, so that's a cool paint scheme to it. Flying at Aerotech L 1390 Mojave Green, 50-person team. Their payload's called Zombie Engrave. And then this team likes to celebrate at every launch, no matter what the outcome. It's told on the previous rocket, main parachute is out. Oh, they actually lost part of it. I saw that. Unless that's their payload. I don't know if that's supposed to do that. Back to NC State University. They like to celebrate at every launch with sparkling grape juice and a closing speech to celebrate all their hard work. We want to thank our mentor, Jim Livingston, who helped us solve all of our toughest problems. That's what they want to do. Okay, so we're going to go to Flying Jackpot, go Vegas style. Clear sky, clear range, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Good boost. Okay, I heard someone yell jackpot. Wait till the parachute comes out before that. There's an event. Okay, drogue parachutes out. Looks like a good flight. They're yeah, the fun fact is their treasure is the one that likes to be the gambler. I'm not sure if you want the gambler being your finance person, but to each its own.
Fresno State.
Okay, now we're going to do Fresno State rocketry from Cal State Fresno. Name of this rocket is FS2 Hellhound. It's flying on an Aerotech L1520 Blue Thunder. They have 25 people on the team. They've increased it quite a bit from previously being 10 members, so they've more than doubled their team. And their payload's called DROP, which stands for Deployable Robot for Observation and Prospecting. After every launch, we got the main parachute out on the other rocket. They are really like screaming their hearts out on that. Go to Vegas and gamble, it sounds like. With the Cal State Fresno team, after every launch, they like to go to In-N-Out Burger. They got a little chant going over there too. Okay. They want to thank Lyles College of Engineering, Dean Numa, Dr. Law, and all of our sponsors, Precision Civil Engineering, Dr. Timothy Anderson, Yamby and Horn, Teeter, Fruity Shoots, Toll CNC, C-Tech, Sarah Coate, Composites and Envisions, and Allie and Elizabeth and Easy Composites. They got a lot of sponsors. Okay, so the FS2 Hellhound. We have a clear sky. We have a clear range. We're launching in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Good boost. A little bit of a nice roll on the way up.
Starting to come over the top. On its way down. Okay, drogue's out. Looks to be good. So what if I say OH? That's the team that's going to be going. This is the Ohio State University. This is the Buckeye Space Launch Initiative. The rocket name is Phoenix. It's flying on an Aerotech L1940 Propellant X, 40-person team. Their payload's called, this is another one that's called DIRT as the payload name, Directionally Independent Regolith Tester. So the main is out on the previous rocket, so everyone's happy there. With the Ohio State, their team has observed a lot of tradition to ensure successful launch. They designate a team member to carry a specific jar of peanuts at all times. So they got these really old expired peanuts that they do not eat, but they do take with them for good luck. They want to thank their dedicated members, can't do without you. They also want to thank Todd Knight for their guidance throughout the project. Our retired mentor, John Dilley, with sharing years of experience. Want to thank our advisors, Dr. John Horick and Dr. Data Gayotti for their generosity. Want to thank the NASA judges and the NAR personnel for the, hey, I'm the NAR personnel, for the incredible opportunity to fly a rocket at Rocket City and participate in this amazing competition. Okay, Project Phoenix, we got a clear sky, clear range, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. That is Propellant X. I've got a confirmed report. The what? The drogue is out.
Thank you.
And then with this team, let's see. Oh, on this team, on their booster, they've got a bunch of fingerprints on it when they repainted it. So there you go. That's fun for that one. Continuing on, we have Vanderbilt Aerospace Design Lab, Vanderbilt University. Name of this rocket is Stop, Drop, and Roll. That's a good name. Flying on another Aerotech L1940X. It's a 10-person team. And then the name of this is ROLL, which stands for Rotating Omnidirectional Laboratory Lander. The team likes to play volleyball, spike ball, run around Nashville, and go climbing. On a fun note, the electrical leads. Oh, yeah, there's a person. Ohio is trying to drown out Vanderbilt, so there you go. And then someone on the team's name is Thor Hammer. That's a real name. And then we also want to wish a happy birthday to Meredith on the team. The vice president's mom. We'll sing our happy birthdays to Meredith later today. And thanks for the other moms in attendance, Diane, Diana, and Sue. Thanks to our friends and family, Dr. Flo and Professor A, for keeping us firing on all cylinders. Okay, and then Vanderbilt, they got one of their team members, they make a bunch of memes of him or something like that. So something fun that the team does. We'll do Stop, Drop, and Roll. Clear sky, clear range. We're launching in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. So they have extra set of fins on here that helps guide it to its precise altitude. Okay, we have a drogue out on that one. Okay, continuing on, we have Draco Rocketry Team from the University of Puerto Rico, Mayaguez. And the name of the rocket is Coia. I think I have that correct. Flying an Aerotech L2200 Mojave Green. Mained out on the other rocket. This is probably one of the larger size teams out here. There's 75 members on the team. The name of the payload's called Monty Moli. What makes Draco Rocketry special behind every launch, the long nights at the workshop and the test and redesigns. By the time we reach the field, we're not just launching a rocket, but months of resilience, teamwork, and growth. Before liftoff, we take a moment to realize what we have built and entirely by students who believe we could do something bigger than ourselves, representing Puerto Rico with pride in every launch. We want to thank our mentors, sponsors, and entire Draco support system for believing our vision and pushing us to grow. Special thanks to our family and friends for their constant support, and the NASA Student Launch Team for giving us the opportunity to represent Puerto Rico at this stage. This journey would not be possible without every person who contributed to the project. So there you go. So we got the Coia. That's a very, very beautifully painted rocket. If you see that one up close, that'd be one of my votes for best looking ones. Clear sky, clear range. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. They are the very most excited team out here. I love that energy. Coming over the top. There's a drogue. Okay, drogue's out on that one.
Tennessee, Chattanooga.
Thank you. Okay, continuing on, we have the team called Rocket Mox from the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. Name of this rocket is Mach 1 MOC, not MACH. Flying an Aerotech L850. The payload is called Talon. And then with the team, they've finding a last-minute launch site for the FRR when most sites were canceling. And things were pretty uncertain. The main is out on the Puerto Rico rocket team, Draco team. Are they going to be screaming till it lands? No, I love the excitement there. With Rocket Mock team. The trees. And then with the Rocket Mox team, they're very satisfied being able to fix and learn from their mistakes and the late nights working together. I want to thank our team mentor, Dr. Elliott, who always came through with something was missing last minute. We also want to thank our mentor, Everett Stockman, for guidance and help. We call him Rhett because he has a real passion for rocketry and helping younger teams. Both of our team mentors want us to succeed and Evident for their guidance to help. So we've got Rocket Mox flying. So okay, so we have clear sky, clear range. We are launching Rocket Mox in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. So nice long burn on that one. That was a L850, so lower average impulse thrust means a little bit longer burn, a little bit of a slower takeoff. It's coming over the top. There's a drogue. Drogue parachutes out. Looks good. And when with this team, they went through a lot of adversity. They actually had that rocket completely done with the wrap of the Chattanooga skyline, which is pretty cool. Oh, and then you got to watch out for a person on the team named Grant. He likes to poke the bear a lot, I'll say. He's a self-proclaimed, likes to rage bait some folks. There we go. Virginia Tech. Okay. Oh, so next group we have is Virginia Tech and the NASA Student Launch at Virginia Tech team. So I think we actually have to have one of your representatives up here to do the drop thing or whatever. Yeah, this is Virginia Tech. Okay, so this is the name of the rocket's Venture. It's flying on an Aerotech L1420 Redline. And then their payload's called Excavation of Natural Terrain for Extraterrestrial Research, or ENTER. The team conducted a parachute, payload, deployment GPS radio testing at Virginia Tech Transportation Institute, which houses the second highest bridge in Virginia. Team tested off the bridge 12 times with 18 different tests. Want to give a shout out to Johan, the bridge manager, with the test at 7 a.m. in 20-degree weather. Want to thank the NASA SLVT and sincerely thank our sponsors, mentors, RSOs, and faculty member that played a vital role in design and test. We want to thank the Transportation Institute, mentors Bob Schoner, Pat Artist, John, and Joe Gonzalez for their continued support and guidance, and incredible grateful for their time, resources, and expertise. So with this one in particular, this one actually has a drop payload, so we actually got to see this one all the way through. So this is the Venture. We have a clear sky. We have a clear range. We're launching Venture in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Good boost. Little kind of wiggled a little bit there right at burnout. Starting to come over the top, arcing over. There's its drogue. So then we're actually going to track this one because between 400 and 200 feet, they will drop a payload. So we're actually going to get confirmation. So they actually will have a confirmation and we'll actually see a piece come separate of the rocket. So they did get confirmation allowed to release the payload. So we'll see if it releases. Okay, there's the parachute. Oh, there's the payload. Uh-oh. Well, that one is... Okay, next group. This is called the studentlaunch team from Iowa State University. The name of this rocket, I'm surprised they're yelling. They were pulling an all-nighter to get this thing ready. The name of this rocket is Arcadia, fully 3D printed rocket flying on Aerotech L1150 Redline. The payload's called ARC, which is Automated Rolling Collection. The fun fact, the payload's actual name is Matthew McNeely III Jr. They want to thank Make to Innovate, Gary Stroik, Iowa Space Grant Consortium, Heart Smart Products, and fundraiser donors. So yeah, they pulled an all-nighter to get this payload ready, and they've got it all going. So we will do Arcadia. We have a clear sky, clear range going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Okay, good boost on that. Coming over the top. Okay, we have a drogue parachute out. Yep, there is a separate piece that is not supposed to happen. And the main is out as well on that one. Okay, the next one is the Arcade team from Purdue University Northwest. The name of the rocket is Pixel 1, flying on an... and this is actually, we're coming into the close pads now. So this is the furthest rocket on the left, closest to us on the left side. This is Pixel 1, flying on an Aerotech K1103 Propellant X. It's a 4-member team, and their payload's called Soil Recovery Auger and pH Examining Module. And then they want to thank the Purdue University Northwest, their mentor Rich, and our friends and families for supporting throughout this process. It's a small 4-person team. It's their first time out here, so welcome. They got sandpaper on their fins to create a little extra drag. So if you're missing some 60 grit, it's on that rocket. We have a clear sky. We have a clear range. We're going to launch pixel number 1 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Yeah, that one took off pretty quick. Coming over the top. I don't think the sandpaper really slowed it down that much. There's an event on it. Looks to be like a good flight. Nice job. Okay, next is Team Hydra with Vocational Steamworks. Their rocket is called Cerberus 5. It's flying on a Aerotech K-1999. So this is going to take off pretty quick. 15-person team. They've got all kinds of electronics. Looks like they're testing. In March, they did the VDF, and the winds picked up, and the rocket landed and dragged the rocket nearly 2 miles across desert sand. They want to thank their mentor, Mr. John Pacente, for hands-on teaching methods and enthusiasm throughout the whole season, as well as their educator, Mr. Pascal Baran, for supporting our goals and program, no matter how complicated they were. And, of course, want to thank our parents who have driven us at distant launches to unimaginable hours. Last rocket is under main, and we want to... Yep. Okay, so we're going to do the Cerberus 5. So this is the pink rocket on the K-1999. This one will take off pretty quick. We have a clear sky. We have a clear range. We're going to launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Arcing over. Okay, we have a drogue out. I saw that rocket, I believe, fly at the launch in San Diego not that long ago, so it's neat to be able to see it fly again. Thank you. Next one is the Aerohawks team from Hardin Valley Academy. Name of this rocket, I like the name, is called Mother, and their payload is called Baby. It's flying on an Aerotech K-1085 White Lightning. And then this one is measuring soil data, or should be measuring, or supposed to be. Then over the course of the year, they have accumulated 35 inside jokes. There we go. Main's out on that other rocket. Looks good for Vocational Steamworks. And if it drags and collects some soil, that's not how you're supposed to collect the soil. And then with the Hardin Valley Academy, they've got a lot of inside jokes, so you have to ask them about that. They want to thank their mentor, teachers, and parents. We would not be able to do this program without their support. We also want to thank the NASA panel for helping us become better engineers. How about that? Okay, so we're going to fly the rocket called Mother with the payload called Baby. Okay, we have a clear sky. We have a clear range. We're going to launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. It's arcing over. There's a drogue out. Apogee event has occurred. Okay, this is the last rocket for 2026 student launch. So the 26th annual, this is it. This is the team Mach Lightspeed. As you see the main come out on the Hardin Valley rocket. This is a team Mach Lightspeed. This is Edison Academy out of New Jersey. And the name of the rocket is Garada, flying on an Aerotech K-1050 White Lightning. It's a 4-person team and the payload's called Project Lakshmi. This team also started in their captain's neon green bedroom as they entered into high school. They've always been interested in all areas of engineering like computer and aerospace and brought individual expertise together to develop the rocket team. They want to thank their mentors, Mr. Halder and Mr. S., and also throughout their student launch. They want to thank their sponsors, Code Cloud and Majestic Developers for their financial support and their parents for the continued support. The team had all the cool crew shirts and a very pretty painted or wrapped rocket, so that's probably in the one for best looking as well. Okay, this is it, the last rocket for 2026 student launch, 26th annual. Clear sky, clear range. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Good boost on that. Okay, there's a drogue out. Well done. Okay, still under a drogue. It's actually looks like it's going to be on the field side. Hopefully, there's the main. Oh, there we go. Well, everyone, give yourselves a hand. Really, give yourself the cheer and all the spirit, because this is 9 months of work to get to this moment, and all these moments for all of you, and hopefully you take that all into your professions and continue on in supporting student launch in the future. And then we are going to do, for some folks that when you go out to recover, we're going to do some ejection charge testing. So if you see or hear something, don't worry about it. We're actually doing some testing or disposing of some charges that didn't fire. So if you're going to go recover your rocket, go through John Eckhart to check in before you go. Only 5 people on your team with 1 adult to go with. And as you pack up, make sure you pick up all your trash. Good to, and like organize your area. Don't leave trash out. And then be civil as you're kind of leaving. And be safe this evening and the rest of your time here in Huntsville. As you go to recover, stay on the main road and then go at 90-degree angles. And again, we'll do some like disposal of some charges that didn't fire. Hope to see you all next year in 2027. But this concludes the program for 2026 Student Launch and University Student Launch Initiative. Thank you.
Good afternoon, NASA Student Launch teams. Thank you so much for attending 2026 NASA Student Launch. You guys are all amazing. As you are cleaning up your team prep area, there is a U-Haul moving van parked at the entrance to the team prep area. If you could please put the tables and chairs that we left out for you this morning in that van before you leave and clean up your space. Also, if you did not come by the check-in tent, I needed a team rep from each team. I am still looking for Carnegie Mellon, Fresno, Colorado State, Farmington High School, Hardin Valley Academy, Rose-Hulman, Stony Brook, Toledo, and Vanderbilt. Stop by and see me if you can, please. Thank you.